Alright, hello everybody, it's Monman2 of EmpireGaming here, just bringing another of my World of Tanks replays, one of my really good ones. Well, it's not really good, but I'll explain it more when we get back into the replay itself. For this match we will be in the Kv-1s, just give a quick rundown of this tank and a quick look at it here in the garage while we wait to get to the replay. So, one of the advantages about this is it is a tier 6 elite, well, it's elite now because I made it elite, but it's a Kv-1s is a heavy tank, tier 6, midway through the Russian tier. The reason it's so good is because it normally gets tiered up with a lot of lower or same tier tanks, and it has this beauty here. It has the 122mm gun. It can do phenomenal amount of damage for the tier, and it can take on a lot bigger tanks than itself, which sometimes gets put up to it and it's really annoying, blah blah blah. It's got 810 hit points, pretty respectable for that tier. Weighs a fair bit. Engine power is not too terribly great, but it's a bit faster on a flat terrain or going downhill. Hull armor, it's okay. 75 front, 60 on each side. Oh, 60 on sides, 60 on the rear. So it's not bad. Most things that can hit its side on from this way will punch it. Alright, frontal armor, so it's 100 around the front here. On the turret, 90 on the sides, and 90 on the rear. Does have a couple of really interesting weak spots there. You can hit it in the lower glasses plate there. Hitting it on the commander's hatch is another thing. Always aim for the huge engine on the side there. Side. Oh man, I must be insane. On the top. That's where you really want to aim for if you're artillery. Alright, so enough talking about this horrible explanation of me explaining about this tank. Let's get into the replay. Alright, so here we are on the replay here. As you can see, I'll just show a quick rundown of the teams here. So this is a standard battle on Lakeville. It is a tier 7 battle, so there are a couple of tanks on our side and on the enemy side that are bigger than me. As you can see, I placed here on the ranking. So I'll be playing in a platoon with Thunder and Ciaphas. If you watch our channel regularly, you know we got him to start playing World of Tanks there. Thunder is in the same tank as me, Kv-1s, and Ciaphas is on the Panzer IV ST. Alright, so let's get this match started. Alright, so right now at the moment we were talking about tactics. Ciaphas decides he'll just hold that middle land area there, so if you look at the mini-map on the bottom right there, you'll see that there's a town to the far right. In the middle there's kind of a lake. Just to the left of the lake there's a little road that runs between the lake and the hill. Enemy tanks can go down there. Me and Ford decide we'll go to the town, since we are some heavier tanks with a pretty punchy gun. Shouldn't really be leading the charge with some bigger tanks out there on the enemy team that can do a terrible amount of damage there. Alright, so we start moving up here. Now you've got to be careful once you start going through these buildings here, because enemies on that road I was talking about earlier can shoot into the town if you get spotted, as we're about to see here. Alright, so kind of slow down here, because sometimes the enemy will do just in front of something in the town, so start pushing up. Me and Ford decide we'll go left around this church here. Alright, so the Kv-1's been spotted in the middle. That means he can probably get a spot or a shot off me. As you can see, an M4A3E2 just took a shot at me, so I direct my frontal arm towards where the fire's coming and reverse. And as you can see, that was a good idea because the Stug just took a shot at me as well, and my frontal arm I just absorbed. Well, I think it was my tracks. Try to zoom in there, see if I can't get a shot on that Kv-1 because crossfire works both ways on this map. Can't. Four's really just over there by himself. That KV's dead, so I decide, well, I'll come around here and we'll push this. Right now we're feeling pretty cocky, our whole team's behind us, we haven't seen the enemy, so we're like, oh, let's push and see what happens, you know. What can go wrong? Alright, so we can see Four there on the left. I'm being really cautious here because enemies can pop up in those buildings there. Alright, nice, he's got a pretty good gun, and as you can see, Four is just lost half his health. Alright, so there's two pretty punchy tanks there in front of us, so right now I'm telling Four to Skype there to fall back while I cover his retreat. Can't really get a good shot on any of them. So here I am watching his retreat, they're still lighting him up. Alright, so he has to get around me, which I realized was Snake. Alright, so see that plant one of these little glasses plate, and there goes Four. So I've only, as you can see, I've put a pretty decent punchy shot into the weak spot of the Kv-3 there, and still didn't do a lot of damage. Alright, so he shot and hit the rubble in front of me. I'm not going to be that ridiculous, even though I've got a huge retime. So I'm really just watching the corridor, protecting my flank here with the building. don't really want to push up because that IS has got a good gun. That Kv-3 has just disappeared from the map, so I'm not sure if he's still there or is he just gone around to fight the those allies there. Not sure. Alright, so the IS has popped up, so I definitely know he's moved up there to try and engage the other allies. See them pushing on the flank, so I'll go, well, you know, who cares, let's push up. Alright, so these guys start to get spotted. I'm like, cool, hopefully they're looking the other way. So I come around the corner, he's not, but I zoom in and my gun depression fails me, so I couldn't get the gun lower enough to take a shot in him. IS goes around, my tracks bounced that, and I put a shot at him, so that was a pretty good first engagement with the IS there, so I did damage, he didn't. That's what you want to see with any engagement in this game. Alright, so I'm pushing around. I know that KV's probably turned around and started looking the other way now because he's being shot from the other way. So I come around here and bingo! Light one up to the back of his turret, trying to ammo rack him. I don't, but I do kill him. Alright, so that IS has got to be like, well, does he aim this way or the other way? I'm kind of hoping he's aiming the other way. So I push around, yep, there's the back of his tank. But my reload time has failed me there. So he's getting around the building there. I'm not sure whether he's coming to circle around at me, but I realise that he's probably going to go engage those tanks. So he starts pushing towards our ally to rear, and I plant a shot in the back of his turret, trying to ammo rack him. Nothing happens again. So now the IS is really confused, not sure where he should be aiming. He's aiming at all three spots. I just wait to the reload. Aim at his back. And goodbye. Alright, so he's on barely any health. And our ally just got killed him. Alright, so right now at the moment, as you can see, this is not a very spectacular battle for me. I've done a decent amount of damage already, 1,879, which is pretty good. We've all got really one kill. It's just really about the teamwork that's going on right now at the moment, just isolating and killing off, and just the bad choice the enemy team has made. So right now we're pushing up. I forgot to stop there to talk or something, not really sure. As you can see, CiaphasCain, my other co-host that doesn't co-host this unfortunately, is pushing up through the middle of the map there. He survived his engagement, he's even got a kill. Alright, so right now I'm pushing through here, because there are one or two heavy tanks that still exist somewhere. Alright, so that T-34 appears, I zoom in, take a shot, and shoot the dirt in front of him. Damn. Alright, so he's shooting at someone else, probably got a kill just then, unfortunately, against one of my teammates. So I just sit here and wait for my gun to reload, and he's aiming the side of his turret straight at me. So I aim for that, and boom, there he goes, making up for that shitty shot I just did before. Alright, so there's Tiger there as well, Tiger 1. So I'll just stop here. Got a pretty decent accurate gun at this range, so I'm like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. So I'll just track him slowly. Alright, hit him on the side, only do a fair bit of damage, but not enough to kill him. I just lock on and move forward. The whole team's going to swarm me by the time my reload's done. So he's dead, and the other teammate's dead. And that's it. So they're all dead. It's a pretty good team play by all our allies. We only lost 4 tanks there, considering they lost all their team. Alright, so let's have a look at the scores. Alright, so as you can see, we won that battle there. So I netted myself 29,940 silver and 2,090 experience there. Got a mastery first badge there, and crap, I forget which one that one is there. Alright, so let's have a look at the points, team score there. So I top scored there, did a respectable 2,492 damage there. That earned me that 1,045 credit experience, which was 2 times. Alright, so and you can see Ciaphas did pretty well there down the bottom, and 4, of course, as he saw, died in the opening rounds. Alright, so looking at the detailed report there as that pops up, so I did shots fired 8, direct hits 7, penetration 7, did a respectable 2,492 damage and 640 damage blocked by armor. So alright, so I hope you enjoyed that. If you like it, please leave a comment, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.